Hello, Los Angeles. I am Mary Matthews, and this is my co-anchor, Sally Higgins, coming to you from Controversy 24/7 News. What do we have to discuss today, Sally?
Some of our viewers from Michigan, Mrs. Johnson's A3 math class, asked us, is 15 an appropriate age for dating?
Kids are starting at younger and younger ages to date. Sally, I was just reading in the Tween and Teen Dating Relationship Survey of 2008 that 72% of kids 14 or younger are dating.
I was reading that survey as well, and it also stated that more than 1 in 3 11 and 12-year-olds, 37%, say they've been in a relationship.
We have Sue Hamilton and her 15-year-old daughter, Katie Hamilton, here today with some statistics to share that might help us find an answer to this question. Let's see what they had to say about it. Sue, tell us a bit of your views to why you should date after 15.
Good morning, Mary. At first, I was just against my child at dating at such an early age, but with further research, I am concerned for other parents to allow their children to date before 15 as well. Dating at a young age is seen to affect healthy aspects of their life. It is seen that children who have young relationships have weak family ties, potentially risk their safety, harm their grades, and lower self-esteem. Sue, from the list of negatives from the relationships you just mentioned, what is your largest concern? One of my major concerns for my daughter Katie is that a relationship at a young age will take away from healthy aspects of her life. At an early age, kids have a hard time maintaining a balanced lifestyle, and now they have relationships on top of this. Many kids are not able to have time for important things they need in their life. A relationship can distract them from family time and school. Text messaging and staying up late are not healthy for a teen. Time spent on social media sites or phone takes away from time that could be spent with family and friends, which is vital to have at a young age. A person at a young age needs to be surround themselves with stable things that they know will always be there. Family and friends are people that they can rely on, rather than a boyfriend who will most likely not be there their entire life.
I think that's a great point you brought up, Sue, is that instability can really hurt a young kid at a time that they are still maturing, finding out who they really are, and still building character.
That's exactly correct, Mary. And this leads me into my next point, that many kids can be hurt from a relationship. Many relationships do not last that long. A kid who is used to short relationships may not be able to retain healthy relationships with friends and family later on. Those short 5 months are just not worth the long-term effects it may have on someone later on. Teenage Research Unlimited conducted a research in 2006. They said that 61% have been in a relationship reported that a partner has made them feel bad or embarrassed about themselves. 27% of dating teens say they have a partner that has called them names or put them down. 30% of teens who have been in relationships said they have been worried about being physically hurt by a partner. 15% say they have been hit, slapped, or pushed by a partner. And 71% of teens say that their partners have spread rumors about them through emails and social networking sites. Wow, that's more than half of relationships. I know, that's why I wouldn't want Katie to feel bad or embarrassed because of some guy. It's just not healthy to surround yourself with people who are just going to hurt you. Boys or girls are not mature enough at that level to have respect for each other before 15. When many think of abusive relationships, many think of violent attacks. However, anything that makes you feel uncomfortable or afraid is abuse. Nearly 1 in 5 girls admit that they've been in a relationship in which their boyfriend has threatened physical abuse if she broke up with him. What I'm afraid is that Katie at 15 might not realize soon enough that a person she is dating might hurt her.
Another thing is that Katie might be pressured into going too far with her boyfriend. Right, Sue? I mean, 1/3 of teen girls who have been in a relationship have said that they have been pressured to have sex or engage in sexual acts when they did not want to.
I never knew that there could be so much harm done from young relationships. Sue, we have called your daughter, Katie, to discuss her views as well. Katie, what do you have to say on this topic?
Well, even though what my mom said was true, I still believe that kids should be able to date before 15. 72% of 13 and 14-year-olds are dating. Also, half of all teens report having been in a dating relationship, and nearly 1/3 of all teens said that they have been in a serious relationship. And over half of teens in the United States report dating regularly. That means casual dates with one or more partners at different times. All you need to understand is that 25% of 12-year-olds and 37% of 13-year-old males had been in a romantic relationship. 45% of 14-year-old and 49% of 15-year-old males have been in a romantic relationship, and 34% of 14-year-old and 56% of 15-year-old females have been in a romantic relationship.
Well, that's pretty much all the time we have for today.
So what do you think, Sally? Is 15 the right age to date?
I'm not sure, Mary. I mean, there's a lot of potential dangers to dating at a young age. I guess we'll just have to let our viewers decide on this one.
Make sure to comment on our page, controversy247.com, with any data or arguments you have on the latest question. Is 15 an appropriate age for dating? Or add any other questions to the page, and it might even appear on the next show.
Thanks for tuning in to our broadcast. Special thanks to Mrs. Johnson's A3 math class who sent in the question.